Internet historian Y2K apocalypse. Is that the year 2000? Like the world's gonna end or something?
Let me tell you how the world ended. December 31st, 1999. Y2K.
Just how bad will it get?
Everything that could go wrong did. Y2K, the movie.
They made a
To
movie.
my knowledge, I'm the last survivor. Planes fell from the sky. Expensive
Alright,
Pentium 2s ceased to function. Nuclear launches all around the globe. Let me tell you about the downfall of mankind.
Why do you have a toaster? Is this gonna be like that other one we watched? What was that guy's name? Harold Camping, or whatever his name is. Is that gonna be a similar thing right here?
Scene transition. It all started in the 80s. The synth was wavy. The computers were absolute units. But the memory was embarrassingly small.
Remember
At the
those?
time, computers
Remember the memory cards in the fucking like PlayStation 2? They were like 32 megabytes. I just said gigabytes. Imagine. And 64, I remember.
programmers were trying to save every byte they could. When they programmed in years, the date 1995, for example,
You was
became
born
just
after that?
2 digits.
Unlucky.
95. Good solution at the time. But as the years went by, people went, hold on a minute, what will happen at the year 00? And the answer was, across millions of potential systems, no one really knew. They had a problem, and they called it Y2K.
Yahoo.
Let's take a step back. What does
Speaking
Y2K
of, who the fuck uses Yahoo, dude? What even is Yahoo used for? It's got an email service and you got the questions, but I don't even know what like its main like use is. Is that it? Is it meant to be an email service? I know they could have sold themselves for a lot, like they could have sold the company a long time ago for a shit ton of money and they refused to, and then they sold it for basically nothing in comparison.
2K mean?
That's a dumb.
Well, Y is short for year. 2, of course, means 2.
Search
and
engine.
K is the
Okay.
scientific symbol for thousand.
Mono means one, and rail means rail.
I remember
So
that
the year
episode.
00 was coming up. For computers, that could mean 2000, or it could
No,
mean
that's why I call
1900,
music, dude.
or it could be a nil value. Now apply that same
You know what's funny about now music, that shit, dude? Like they all have like 2 good songs on and the rest is trash.
principle to something more important like banking transactions, international scheduled airline departure, or the internal clocks of GPS satellites. And now you see the problem. Systems would start to fail.
The systems will fail, and if one part of it fails, none of it works.
So traffic lights, power systems, water systems,
not true.
military networks, microwaves, advanced AI, the entire internet. It could all potentially be
Was that around back then?
into chaos.
Yikes.
It is a particularly large global disaster in the making.
Oh, so come on.
Scene
Like, I'm pretty sure if one thing fucks up, it doesn't always fuck up. Surely there's fail-safes, dude. Especially if it's just time. Like what time it is. Surely it would just reset the timer and go again. I don't know.
transition. So companies got together to spend their way out of the problem. The United States alone invested an estimated $134 billion to fix the bug. But they had an immovable deadline.
The
and
Mummy.
only so much could be done
That film's
before
alright.
January 1st, and hitherto, only a fraction of the problem was fixed. Legislators could see the writing on the wall, so the Y2K Act was passed, which protected companies against lawsuits resulting from the bug. But, as the media reported on the problem in louder and more hysterical terms,
They're preparing for martial law.
I think Y2K financially could be devastating for this nation.
They'll tell you everything's fine. They're lying to you.
Alright, dude.
Everything ain't fine.
The Y2K
Wow.
problem could abolish all paper currency and coins throughout the world.
a secondary problem.
Where do they get this from, bro? Do they like where do these people get these ideas? What has that got to do with currency, dude? They can't print it or some shit, dude? Like, you're still gonna have all the stuff you already have in circulation.
Arose. Panic. Ooh. Here's an example. You spend millions of dollars getting your city's water system up to Y2K compliance. Everything's looking good.
Holy
But the
moly,
media is
dude.
feeding people hype. So a nervous population does what it often does. No, fill the bathtub full of water. Just in case. For
Oh!
Well, also what tends to happen is everybody has that idea at once, at the last minute.
Is this like the toilet paper thing, dude? But with bath water?
You can imagine what that does to a big city. It kills supply. Then people think there's no water, Y2K is on for sure, and panic explodes in the streets. Boy, there was potential here for real disaster. So it was up to citizens like us to take matters into our own hands. Welcome to the Y2K Expo. Everything you need to survive the apocalypse. We bought survival bunkers.
They think I'm mad. Totally. But being
Yep.
more a place than the bunker.
You are mad. Sorry to let you know. Sorry to confirm.
Seeds. We bought a library of...
Yeah, that's not the right. Well, prophecies were right.
We bought into pretty much everything.
Call now and
Torch.
get the ultimate Y2K survival kit from becalm.com.
But Y2K just kept creeping closer. And soon, it was time to say goodbye to loved ones.
Alright, dude.
It was time to say goodbye to the world as we knew it. From my bunker, I could hear the bombs go off. The destruction. Just unimaginable. Let me just set the mood real quick. Nope. Nope. Close? Yeah. It's all gone now. The small things that went unappreciated.
Amazon.
The great moments of our time. There is
Mario
no going
Kart?
back. The date today is somewhere around 2018. It's finally time to step back into the world. With whatever horrors that may bring. I don't know what I'll find out there.
Demonetized videos.
Different factions of bandit.
Yikes.
I just hope I'm ready to take it all on.
Edit tags count.
Get it? He steps out, and then it's the cabin from season 5. It's all connected. It's such a deep and encompassing lore. Remember when I used to make good content? Me neither.
Did he just call Crash Kart Racing Mario Kart? That looked like Mario Kart to me, dude.
Scene transition. Okay, I was only partially right about the whole doomsday thing. The world didn't end. But in Australia, some of the vending machines stopped working.
Oh.
And the International Weather website displayed the wrong year. Also this. So
That's French.
that must have been annoying to fix.
Janvier 1900. Like January 1900. They went back in time.
Funny. Actually, to be honest, at the time I thought it was pretty funny. I worked in the airline industry for years as an avionics engineer. I knew that no planes were going to fall out of the sky.
$500 billion well spent.
Right. Coffee boys. Yo! Did anyone see that? Wait. Where's Coffee Boys? Yo, what's going on here? Why gotta put Lamino in there? Fall of 76. We already watched this. Feels bad, dude. And we watched this too on the old channel. Cabin in the Woods, awesome movie. I disagree, but you know.